Welcome to another episode of High Proof Ashes. I'm one of your co-hosts, Jason JV Smoke, and over to my right, of course.
Y'all know what it is, man. No cool nickname. Duran, back in the building.
Yeah, man.
Time to
And
burn, baby.
time to burn. Yes, gotta love it, man. Got a new sign.
It was sitting out there, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It ain't up yet.
It's not up yet. I got to figure out where I'm gonna put it because the old one was, I think, right there,
All
and
right.
I replaced it with that
For the
old elk sign.
podcast, I feel like it needs to be like,
Like, bam, right? Yeah,
that's the name of your lounge, and
that's
like it's
true,
not
huh?
displayed
I know.
anywhere. Um, there used to be one like over here
It
somewhere.
was right there where the old elk sign is.
Yeah, like so,
Um,
we ain't displaying it nowhere. I
I'm
say
gonna.
we like I live in this motherfucker, but like you ain't displaying it nowhere. So
Yeah.
you need to get that right. They need
Yeah,
to know what it
I need to
is.
figure out how to get that thing in here. I
Yeah.
don't know. We'll see. But anyway, so got some new stuff for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Again, of course, we try to always bring you something new, which is crazy because we're approaching episode 100.
Yeah, we're getting close.
I think probably by the time this one airs, we'll already be past 100.
Well, so that's a
But
problem though, because we need to do something special
well, we
for
will.
100.
I mean, so I think we're going to do something special for 100, but this will likely, be afterwards.
Yeah, yeah.
So we definitely appreciate everyone, who
Mm-hmm.
has subscribed and watches and comments, and
Mm-hmm.
please continue. It's a pretty big milestone
Yeah,
to
he's
hit.
pretty nonchalant. Like, let's do the thing, man. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that little notification bell so that you get notifications when we drop new content. Because yes, we enjoy doing this.
We
Because
do,
I
we
get to
do.
hang out with the homie, but also at the same time, we do this for you. We record it for you,
Right.
right? So make sure that you keep letting us know that we're doing the right things, man.
And let us know if you want us to, smoke something or, try a specific spirit,
Yeah,
whatever. Like, we're all about trying new stuff. So this is no exception.
yeah,
The cigar that we're going to smoke, this is a cigar from a brand that we've already smoked.
yes.
Discovered this brand down at Culture Cigar Lounge
Yep.
in, was it Dalton?
Dalton.
Right? Dalton, Georgia. So happy to find a new brand that I really enjoy. But the Rosewood was a bit much. It was a bit much, especially for the first cigar of the day. It was a bit much. But went ahead and bought everything of the line that he had, and this one is by far my favorite so far. So it's very, very flavorful. We'll get into it. But this is the Black Star Line Lalibela. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Lalibela.
So I wanted to look it up because each one of these cigars has some significance to what it is.
Okay.
So this one is named after a town located in Amhara region of Ethiopia.
Oh, okay.
So go do your research. Go check it out. Like I'm not going to run down all of the specifics of it, but I will say this is from a black owned cigar manufacturer.
Yes.
So, kind of cool.
Yeah, which is great.
Cool.
Like, I love it.
There are not a whole lot on the market. What I will say is I have not had a Black Star Line cigar that I did not enjoy.
I agree with that. Like the Rosewood, is
It's strong as
is
hell.
strong. It's a bit much, but I liked it. I did. I mean, I would definitely smoke it again.
You just have to be prepared for it.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. It's not a great first stick of the day.
No.
Or
It kicked Jason's ass,
like
is
it
what
was
he
a
said.
lot. It was a lot.
He
It
was
was
like,
very
man,
strong.
what the hell? You could have
Yeah.
warned me. Like
This one is not nearly as strong, but it's
No.
super flavorful.
Absolutely.
And when I finally got to this one, I was like, "Hey, Duran, this is the one."
Yes.
Like out of all of them, this is the one. This one is really, really good. Anyway, our spirit for the day is actually something that Duran and I we helped to create it.
Yeah, we were part of the pick team for this.
Yeah, so we went to a dinner hosted by, of course, our guy Rupin at Red Hot. So,
Yep.
shout out to Red Hot. This is a Maker's Mark private selection. So this is where they take, their various offerings. I think there's 2 or 3 that you can pick from, and then they finish them in the staves.
Yes.
And so we got to taste each individual base product
Right. And then
that was
combine
finished
them.
in the staves,
Yeah.
right? So they just no no blending, no combination whatsoever, right? So you got to taste each of the 5 different expressions plus the base.
Yes.
And then you sort of mix and match right up to 10 staves, and they blend them right there, and you get to taste them, and you pick your blend.
Needless to say, you have a very good time while doing it. Like,
it was an amazing time. I mean, talking about all the different flavor notes that you get out of it. You get a nice little book.
Yeah.
You write down
the
all your
whole
stuff.
thing was really cool, man.
The experience was amazing.
Yeah. I will say, I had an event to go to after that, and I was feeling great at the event.
I mean, so
I don't remember what event it was, but
you have 6 pours of the base stuff, essentially, and then we made 4 blends. That you had to taste. So quite a few pours. Good thing we had something to eat after it. But happy to say that we used all of the staves in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, they were all in.
So you'll have to look. I'll try to get a good picture of this thing, but you'll have to look and see what the numbers are, what have you. But I'm really impressed with this blend. It is a little bit different, I think, than when we tasted it.
I think it might be an understatement to say a little bit different. It does not taste like Maker's Mark.
Oh, it definitely doesn't taste like Maker's Mark. I'm saying it's a little different than the blend that we tasted
at the restaurant. Yeah, for sure.
And that makes sense, right? Because we were tasting something that was blended
right there
away.
On the spot. Right. So it wasn't in a barrel. It wasn't.
Right.
It hadn't aged
it hadn't
at all.
Rested.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. But anyway, so some numbers here. This is 113 proof, and I don't know the age necessarily. They don't really say it on here. Yeah, they don't say it on here. Oh, look, they actually tell you how many possible. We were talking about this earlier.
Okay, how many possible combinations you can make?
It says 1,001.
That seems so low.
Seems like it should be way more than that.
Seems so low.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, 1,001. All right.
I got to take their word for it. But hey, I'm gonna grab a pour of this. This is standard cork, because I think isn't most makers not a cork?
Yeah.
Right, it's the screw top.
Oh, I don't think so. I'm not gonna lie and say I know that because I own one bottle of Makers.
Right.
And it's that one.
Yeah.
I've had others previously, but not knocking Makers. It just traditionally is not my thing.
Yeah, it's just not your profile, right?
So,
but I'm really happy with this one. And I mean, I told you earlier before we started recording that I feel like you can get these at stores, across the country, and
absolutely.
They're all different combinations. And I don't know that I've had a bad one as far as, these are concerned.
I can't say that because I've had 2.
You've had 2 of these?
Yeah.
That's it?
I've only tasted 2.
Really?
I don't like Makers. Sorry.
Okay.
But I don't like Makers.
But the 2 that you've tried
were both okay. This one is better than okay. This one is, it was good enough that, one, I was part of the pick team, so I was pretty happy with what the outcome was. And then 2, I thought it was unique enough to join my collection.
Yeah.
That's a big deal for me. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff that tastes similar. So if you ever seen a picture, you haven't seen a picture of my collection, but if you ever get to see a picture of my collection, you'll see that there's a whole lot of variety.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So not a whole lot of stuff tastes the same.
I'm with you. Like other than a few staples.
Yeah.
I'm all about the uniqueness. Like the what was it? The King's Red, White, and Blue.
Yes.
I didn't buy the first one because that was the mass appeal bottle.
Right.
I bought the second one, which to me was the unique bottle.
So I definitely bought both.
Well, I didn't need to. He sold out. I mean, so
it did. It did.
It sold out quickly.
I will say I impress myself a little bit with
with the
picks that we're involved with.
Yeah,
they sell out pretty quickly, man.
They
We
do
all
man.
right. We do all right. We do all right.
I think he actually does still have some of the second King's bottle left, but not much.
Yeah, because it's funky.
It is a little funky, but
It's funky.
but it's unique.
Yeah,
I love it. I love it that it's unique.
yeah.
So
I think we cut a little different today. You went guillotine.
I did.
We haven't talked about our cuts in a while, right? So you know, I know people join our podcast at different times. So uh, you want to talk about the difference in cut, like what a guillotine is, and then I'll talk about how I just cut mine.
I mean, so it's basically it's a straight cut. Um, for the most part, I use what I call a dummy cutter, which has the back to it.
Okay.
Which ensures that you don't cut too much. I usually end up cutting twice because it's just not quite enough.
Yeah, with the dummy cutters, I find that to be a real thing.
Yeah, and with this cigar, it had a little like pigtail, so I kind of twisted the pigtail off, so I didn't have to deal with that. And of course, the straight cut can be a problem if you have a bellicoso or a torpedo.
Mm-hmm.
And I have found that the V cut on the torpedo, I kind of like it. I'm not a V cut guy, but I kind of like it.
Why do you like it?
I think I don't know I don't. Number one, I feel like I'm not cutting off as much of the cigar. But number two, the torpedo shape with the V cut, I feel like I'm getting better airflow than with that straight cut.
He left out the detail that I wanted him to say.
What? That
he wasn't even in on that until I told him about it.
I wasn't. But that it leaves you the most cigar to smoke. Is that what it is?
Yeah, man. Yeah. He was like, "Why are you V cutting that?" And I was like, "Bro, like, one, I feel like I'm not losing as much cigar. Two, I just feel like it's a better cut on torpedoes. I don't know why.
Yeah,
it just works better for me on a torpedo.
I'm definitely leaning that way on torpedoes, but most cigars I straight cut. And to be real, cigar makers, they roll cigars intended
for a V cut, not a V cut. Excuse me, a guillotine.
Right, they intend it to be cut with a straight cut. So if you're doing something else, that's a personal preference.
Yeah.
Some people like to do the little X cut.
Yeah, that's too much for me. I don't have a preference either way, right? Like the main thing for me is smoke production.
Yeah. See, for me, it's draw, like strength or whatever, right? Yeah. I don't want there to be a tough draw. Okay. And so a guillotine cut tends to open the cigar up as much as possible.
I do agree. So I went with a V cut today. As you can see, it you might not be able to see, but it's a little bit different.
I'll zoom in. Yeah, hang it up there and I'll zoom in.
It's a cut like right down the middle. The smoke does come out a little bit different from the V cut than it does from a guillotine, right? I feel like it's a more concentrated cut, right? So, and that may just be some crazy thing that I have in my head, but I also just kind of like using this,
right?
So
all-in-one tool.
Yeah, it's like it's my MacGyver tool, right? You know what I'm saying? Like it's got everything in it.
I mean, I would say try different cuts. I mean, I've tried them all, I think, at this point, to just see if it's any different, if I like the experience better. I'm not averse to trying, new cuts on a particular cigar. And so, when you were telling me about how you feel about torpedoes, I was like, okay, I'll give it a try.
And he never went back.
I'm not going to sit here and say that I V-cut every torpedo right now, but I do V-cut. It's the only cigar that I'll do a V-cut on.
Yeah.
But yeah. Cuts.
Man, that was like a monologue at the beginning of the episode.
Yeah.
I mean, we ate some time with that, bro. Like that was like 14 minutes long.
Well, we talked about the
bottle, yeah, but I mean,
it took a minute for us to actually light, didn't it?
Yeah, and to get into it. But I'm a fan of this cigar.
I haven't tried everything that they make, but of what I've tried, 4 or 5 different cigars, this is by far my favorite. It is so flavorful. The retro is incredible. Like you get this floral note on the nose that is just so enjoyable.
The rosewood is still my jam, man.
I hear you.
I like the strength on that.
I hear you. And
now again, like normally I wouldn't smoke it first up, but smoking a strong cigar, number one, doesn't bother me. Like as my first cigar of the day, I don't mind so much.
Yeah.
It doesn't bother me.
But this one, you can have it at any point.
I do agree with that, right? Like this has enough strength and enough flavor that it stands up to just about everything. And so
Because I would still call this full flavored, full strength, but not nearly as full strength as the Rosewood.
I'd call it full flavor.
Like,
I
so
don't think I'd give it full strength.
only because you're comparing it to the Rosewood.
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Not at all.
So you just think in general it's not
I
full
think
strength.
it's a high level medium.
Okay. All right.
It's at the top of medium.
Okay.
That's just my personal thought process.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Man, the aroma. Like, it doesn't smell like a Maker's at all.
Funny thing is said this is what, 112?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 112.6.
I was gonna say it doesn't drink there, but the way it lingers and that little bit of spice in the middle palate, it tastes 112. It tastes 112.
Definitely on the back end, you can taste the proof.
But that in itself is something that you don't normally get from makers.
No.
I feel like almost everything I've ever enjoyed. Let me stop lying. I ain't really enjoy it. Everything I've ever had from makers that is not something like this drinks very, very weak.
Like, I'm not even a huge fan of their cask strength. Which is, what does that run, about 115?
115, something like that.
Yeah. So you would say that, okay, maybe that can possibly live up to this, or
No.
whatever, and I just would say no to that.
No.
Like, not even close.
They, on average, almost all of them drink around 100 or less for me. Now I don't know why that is. It just they don't drink with enough proof.
Well, and not only that, but just not enough flavor. Just period. I mean, yeah, I'm a fan of the 101 because it uses the red wheat,
Mm-hmm.
right, which is different than their other stuff. Again, I appreciate the uniqueness of it.
Yeah.
But their normal stuff, the what is it? I'm trying to think here. They got the regular. They've
Just
got
straight up, yeah, Maker's Mark,
right, but
which is like a 80 something proof.
Yeah, but then they have something in between that and the cask strength, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I can't recall what it is, but it's all similar profiles,
Yes.
and they're not very flavorful. Even
No.
the cask strength, like you would think with all that proof that it should be more flavorful, and it's really not.
I'm gonna be completely honest, and they taste weird. Some of them just taste weird. Like even the cask strength for me tastes weird.
I mean, look, they obviously sell great, right? People are buying the crap out of it,
Mhm.
right? So there's a tons of people out there that really enjoy Maker's Mark. So again, it just doesn't meet our palate. But these, finishing series or whatever,
That's different.
pretty much every one that I've ever had, I've enjoyed. Some more than others.
Yeah.
But here's what I'll say. If you go to a store, whether it's your own local store or you're traveling and you just pop into a store and you see one of these, you should just grab it.
Yeah, you should give it a shot.
Because each one is unique.
Mm-hmm.
And if you appreciate unique bourbons, then
you won't be disappointed.
I don't think you'll be disappointed. I don't know proof-wise if they're all roughly the same. I have no clue. I don't remember. But pretty much everyone that I've ever had. Like Riverstone did a couple.
Yep.
Really enjoyed them. I think what was it? Oh my God. The one over there on Brainerd. What's the store I'm trying to think of? Total Wine. Like Total Wine's done one. Various stores have done one in our area, and every one I've enjoyed.
Let's see here. I will say With the nose is good on this, but it doesn't give you anything specific.
It's a little too like well-rounded or what
Yeah,
have you.
it's there's nothing that stands out that says this is what I am.
I'll give you that. The nose is not overly pleasing.
Mm-mm. And for me, that's a big deal, right? Like,
It's a big deal for me.
um,
Like, because the nose for me is half the experience.
I mean, if
Honestly,
you're a real, um,
I've talked about it on the podcast before.
yeah,
Like,
if you're a person that really enjoys bourbon, like the nose, you want the nose to lean into what it tastes like.
like I've had bourbons that were so great on the nose that when I was done with the pour,
I still sniff
I
the
put
glass,
the
right?
cup aside
Yeah,
and grabbed a new glass so that I
yeah,
could go back and just sniff
yeah,
the drop that was in there.
yeah, man. Been there, done that. I mean, I will say those are
Well,
probably some really high end, top
they
shelf
are.
bottles,
They are.
right? I can tell you one I know for a fact, William LaRue. Uh, you know, that's a big one.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
but this is a good bottle, right? Like, and y'all know I'm cynical when it comes to this shit. So
And
like,
and it's priced, pretty. It's like $60.
I was about to say I don't know what I paid for it.
I think I want to say 60, 65.
Okay, sounds good.
So nothing crazy.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're buying makers at $60, but it's the
So
process, I guess.
the
But
other part of that is I don't know what normal maker costs because I don't buy it. So
true. I can't even tell you what the 101 runs because I haven't bought one in a while.
don't have a clue.
Um, so I can't even remember. I want to say it's like $45 or $50 or something like
Okay,
that.
nothing
I
that's
think.
gonna necessarily break the bank.
Right. So this is not that much more. Like the cash strength, I have no idea what the cash strength runs.
No, I got one for my birthday, which it I'll say we went through that pretty quick, right?
Mhm.
Like every time it touched the lounge, people tapped it up pretty good.
So there's lots of fans of makers out there.
Yeah, no, for
So
sure, for sure.
um, again, just it's just not our profile.
Yeah.
We talked about this before, right?
Yeah.
So like, I'm not a big Heaven Hill fan. I'm not a big 1792 fan.
Yeah.
So certain brands just I don't know what it is. It's something to do with their mash build or the water or something that it just doesn't work for me. And it's the same thing for you. Makers. I'm not a big fan of makers either. Um, I'm not a huge fan of Buffalo Trace, Sazerac.
So unfortunately, I've found myself just getting further and further away from them.
Yeah, like
Um,
so. It's
they
funny.
need something new, and they have something new. I'm not willing to pay the price
Oh,
to
that
get that new bottle.
ridiculous Weller.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no.
Can't
Like
do it.
I was thinking the other day, talking about Sazerac, and I was like, you know what? Other than the BTAC, they don't have. What was it? What was it that I was going at? They don't have anything over 110 proof, except maybe Weller Pull proof.
And that bottle's not my favorite.
Right.
I'm not like.
And I was thinking about that the other day, and I'm just like, that is kind of surprising with like the size of their portfolio.
Yeah, outside of BTAC, my favorite Weller is going to be Antique 107.
Mm-hmm.
I like 2020 CYPB. The CYPB I have, I hate.
Yeah.
Like I legitimately like. Hate might be a strong word, but I strongly dislike it.
Right.
Um, I've had it for 3 years at this point, and it's still not empty.
Man.
And I've let lots of people try it, and just people try other things in my collection, and they're like, yeah, that's okay, but this,
right.
So, it happens like that sometimes.
So again, Like, not a knock on like any of those brands. They've got good stuff. It's just that a lot of their line just doesn't meet our palate. You know, so but hey, you need to try it. Like if you haven't tried all this stuff that we're talking about, if you get an opportunity to try it, you should. You know, like the whole Weller line. Is the whole Weller line weeded?
I'd be lying if I said I knew the answer to that. There's a lot of them that are weeded.
Right. I think they're all weeded.
I would think that's true, but I don't want to commit to that because I don't know. I don't know.
So you know, just for like conversation's sake, let's assume that they're all weeded.
Yeah.
And say, you know, if you don't know that you're into weeders or not, you know, that those are pretty good ones to go to.
Yeah.
Just thinking about weeders in general, Wellers are they're up there on the list.
There's one other I can think of that probably measures up.
I agree. I think I know which one you're thinking of.
Old Elk.
No, oh no, I wasn't even thinking of that one.
What were you thinking?
The Bardstown.
Oh, so you talking about specifically when it comes to like Antique 107?
No, just weeders.
That's a good one, but I think
right. You're right. The Old Elk.
I still favor Old Elks.
Yeah,
like even the standard Old Elk.
Right, like just a standard 7-year weeder.
It's whatever. A good bottle to
it's
go
to. It's a good bottle. Yeah. I had totally forgot about the Old Elk weeders.
Yeah. So that one, man, something we haven't done is, so you've got a pretty broad selection of stuff now. I'm not going to ask you to give them in order, but what are your top 3 bottles in your collection? So let's go a little further. Give me your favorite bottle in your collection, your top bottle in your collection.
I like that.
And then your everyday bottle in your collection.
Okay, I was going to say, so, my favorite bottle right now.
We're going to have the same fucking favorite probably.
I don't think so.
Okay.
My favorite bottle, so I am entering price and availability.
Don't do that.
Ugh.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Damn.
Your favorite bottle to grab out of the, you know, it's like, you know what? I'm going to have a drink today.
That's going to be the Cigar Rye, man.
Then, okay.
I mean, it just is.
Yeah.
You know, but if I can get an honorable mention for priced right, is available, it's in regular production, you know, whatever, it's actually that new Bardstown weeder.
Okay.
That I say new to me. It's a great bottle at half the price of Antique 107, and it tastes so similar to it. So similar to it. Mm-hmm. Top bottle, I think it's got to be the LaRue.
Yeah.
It's got to be the LaRue.
It is. It's for sure.
I mean, yeah, it's got to be the LaRue. And then favorite everyday bottle, man.
That's the hard one.
That is the hard one.
That's the hard one.
Because I'm kind of between 3, honestly.
So if you had to
get rid of 2 of them. I know, if I had to pick one out of the 3, man. It might be the Turkey 101 Rye.
Okay. Okay.
Because I'd like it slightly better than the bourbon.
Don't disagree.
And I'd like it slightly better than Knob 9.
Okay. I got you. Got you. So for me, my favorite bottle is just like Jason. It's going to be the Buzzard's Roost Cigar Rye. My everyday bottle is going to be the Wild Turkey 101. And that's just because
the bourbon.
It's easier to find than the rye.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's easier to find than the rye.
Very true.
Like, I think when we were looking for the 101 rye, like we went to store after store after store, nobody had it. And then finally we were like, oh, so-and-so has one. Let me go over here and grab it.
I just happened to be in Red Hot one day and saw it sitting on the shelf and was like,
That's not where I got it.
Like, I don't have one. Let me grab it.
Okay, because that's not where I got mine.
And it was $20, and I'm like,
because I asked Rupin like, yo, you ain't got no 101 rye? And he was like, no. And then it came in after I got one. I'll give a shout out to another store here in town. I got mine at Paul's. You know, so I got my 101 rye at Paul's. And then, man, my top bottle. That's the nightmare, because there's a few, and man, hold on, I gotta.
He's gonna pull up his picture.
I gotta look real quick and just make sure of what.
What, and you just
you know what?
You just recently acquired one that should be close to top.
Yeah, it's the E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof.
So I was thinking that, the Handy, or the Found North.
I like the Found North a lot, but it's not my favorite. The truth is I forget a habit sometimes because I buried it so deep, right? Because every time I pull that bottle out, people go ham on it. Like,
did you not even consider the Old Carter?
No.
Really?
I like the Old Carter a lot, but
okay.
The E.H. Taylor Barrel Proof, that's my favorite top shelfer, and then the Handy is a close second.
Okay.
Right? Everybody likes a Handy.
Oh my God.
Again, we smoke and drink on our podcast, 21 and over. Like, you know.
You know, is the Handy a rye? Remind me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We might need to compete those two. Your Barrel Proof and the Handy.
Yeah, we could. Again, bro, like the rye blind could be nuts.
Oh, yeah.
A rye blind could be crazy, because there's just.
I mean, you talking the old Overholt, both of them.
Cigar rye.
The Cigar rye, the Handy. The Taylor rye. Like,
it could be nuts.
Like, first time I had that, I was like, whoa, this is really good.
I'm trying to think what other ryes I got it hidden in there somewhere. The Jack Daniels rye. Right? Mm-hmm. Like the Jack Daniels single barrel rye. That could get in there and
see, and I wonder how some of the cheaper ryes would fare.
So the 101 rye, I'd want to throw it in just to see.
Or to see. Or Pinhook has a high proof rye.
Yeah, man. Like
that's really good. There was another one. The Contradiction rye.
The Smoke Wagon rye.
Oh.
The private.
The purple label. Man.
The private.
The purple label. Fuck, man.
There's some ryes that could cause some issues, man. Like, when we said we were going to do some of these blinds, I don't think we considered like how many bottles could actually be included.
How many great bottles could be included? I mean, like that's too many.
Like
we just listed way too many to do in one
what, 8?
At least.
I mean, half-ounce pours, so you're only at 4 ounces.
Maybe.
And then I look forward to the end of that and mixing them all together. Right? Whatever's left in all of those glasses, I look forward to just mixing that and seeing what happens.
Okay.
Man, that sounds like a good Saturday.
It sure does.
But believe it or not, like, we're close to time, bro.
I know. I was just noticing that, and we're blowing through the cigar, and well, I mean, I say that we've only been smoking it for 20 minutes.
Yeah, like,
but I'm enjoying the hell out of this cigar. I mean, I need a box of these.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
We're gonna have to tell them to order you one.
Like, I need a box.
Because I got a box of the Rosewoods.
Because you have a Lalibela that's like bigger than this.
Yeah.
But I don't want that.
It's a larger ring gauge.
Yeah.
But I smoked one the other day, and the flavor still came all the way through. It was great. This is great. Like, what am I saying? Final thoughts, man.
Final thoughts. All right. So, cigar. Black Star Line, y'all are doing something right. So I've had, this, the rosewood, the war something, Warhammer, Warhawk, I forget what it was called.
I think it's the Warhammer. I
Yeah.
think.
It was a lighter cigar. It was great too. Probably wouldn't stand up, to like later in the night, but
Mm-mm.
it's a really good like low medium, lower end of medium cigar.
Yeah.
It was really flavorful. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But for me, this one is the most well-rounded and the most capable to put it anywhere. This could
Okay.
be your first cigar. This could be your last cigar.
Yeah.
And you're gonna enjoy it.
Yeah. I don't disagree with that.
The flavor profile on this, I need to look up the the blend on this again because I don't remember what it was, but it's great. And then on the pour, it's a Maker's Mark private blend, whatever, right? However they say it, private selection, finished with the 10 oak staves. If you can get your hands on one, I feel like you should. Each one is unique, just like this one is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really happy, with
the finished product, right?
with the finished product.
Yeah.
I don't think that it's super like top notch.
No.
Because at the end of the day, it's still Makers.
Yeah.
And Makers just isn't our thing. But this is definitely if Makers isn't your thing, this is an elevated Makers.
Yeah, for sure.
And so even if you can't get this one specifically from Red Hot,
you should try the others.
You should try one from another store. That's what I got.
All right. I'm gonna start out here. I am not necessarily a fan of the pairing that we made between these two. I feel like
Really?
the Makers takes away from all of the things I like about this cigar.
See, and I thought it actually was a pretty good pairing because the Makers isn't overly anything.
Yeah, but there's a spiciness in the Makers that
Okay.
I'm not feeling with the cigar.
Okay.
Not saying it's like horrible, like 'cause
Yeah.
it's still very good, right? But together, I might have paired something differently. I might have done something different.
Okay.
Right. Separately, Lalibela, go find this cigar somewhere. I don't know where you are, what you do, but or if you have to go online, however you get it, you need to try this cigar brand, man.
And this was what, like $11?
Yeah, something like that, $11, $12.
Yeah.
Right. Like it's a boutique brand, so it's something that's well worth you giving an attempt to smoke. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a phenomenal stick. Construction is pretty good. Smoke production is phenomenal. And that's my thoughts on that. As far as the Makers, told you guys a million times, I'm not a fan of Makers. So for me to own a Makers has to tell you something, because that's just not my thing. I don't enjoy them like that. This one, everyone I've let try it, I bought 2 bottles of it.
Same.
Because I thought it was that good. So go get you one. Whether it be this one or another private selection, whatever it might be called, because the name is too long to remember. But it's a good pour, man. Like it's above average when it comes to Makers. I even give it an above average pour overall. Like it's so unique, and each one of them is going to be different because, like it says, they say only 1,001 combinations, but I think it's definitely way more than that. But based on those things alone, I think you should try one. And that's what I got.
All right.
Wrap it up. All right, man. Y'all know what it is. Another episode of High Proof Ashes. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so that you get notifications when we drop new content. We do this for y'all, man. We get to smoke and drink together whenever we want to. We record it just for you guys.
Yep.
So the way you let us know that you're rocking with us is to do all those things we just said. I'm Duran, no cool nickname, my partner.
Jason JB Smoke. Y'all put some smoke in the air. We'll see y'all in the next one.